Hey, welcome to the streamer gamers. Good evening. Sorry the camera's a bit out today, but I had problems with it last night and kind of just got it going properly, even though it's out of sync a little bit with me. But cap problema, as they say in this area, so we'll get on with it. So, tonight, what's the plan? Well, the plan is tonight to go see these Braintrees that seem to have been talked about by many and seen by few. So, been given the name of a place to go to, and then I'm gonna hopefully find something in this area. So I'm going to plot a route, but I'm not going to do this route in this ship. Oh, actually I might have to get rid of some stuff on board, to be honest. But I think I had to finish the stream early last night, or at least went out of the stream earlier, so I think, yeah, I've got like, I'm going to lose some money on this. Oh no, I made a slight profit selling it back to the place I bought it. Hopefully I think that's everything, so I should be able to change ship. Start ship. Okay, so after a few days I'm back in the trusted Memphis Belle. And I'm going to replot this course to see exactly how far it is. Because on that other ship it's probably twice the time. Yeah, it said 52 jumps. No way it's going to be 52 jumps now. We're going to filter out a couple of stars because I know we can plot a route without them. Okay, so we've got 21 jumps, which is actually pretty good. Should have us there pretty quickly. And you're going to have to bear with me tonight. In fact, no, you aren't going to have to bear with me. I am going to actually switch out my chat, because I was going to do it for my tablet, but my tablet's a nightmare. I don't know, I don't like the screen on it. I don't like anything about it at the moment, so I'm just going to... Just going to set it up here on my phone, because I think I'm getting more used to looking at it on my phone anyway. So let's have a look at that one. Just going to set it up. Ah, shit. Right, okie dokie. And then hopefully I can change this chat out as well. Okie dokie. We can get going now. Bit excited for this. It's been a long day today, so having a bit of a rest. Oh, this is fantastic. I love this ship compared to the other one. I'm going to be able to do my little Battlestar Galactica exit. No, I'm not, because I forgot to take my landing gear out. Still managed it. Oh, look at that turn. And then who knows, once I'm out there I might go have a look at some nebula. if there's a decent nebula out in that area. Right, so we can knock that right down so it doesn't interfere with my internet. Right, so I'm almost set. So we're off skiing. You alright, Top? Hang on, I can't hear you quite well. Hang on, I don't know if I've turned you down or something. Hang on. I can't hear you very well.
Oh.
It might...
1 moment, I'll check.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, much better.
So,
What were you going
how's life in the bubble?
I'm actually heading outside. I'm going to go have a look at some Braintrees tonight.
Ah, you're going up to the Braintrees.
Yep, it's about time I went to have a look at them. I did work out last night you can steal things from underneath Thargoids' noses. It is doable.
Oh yeah, it's doable. It's quite good fun, but it's risky as well.
Yeah. There was a lad on the chat last night who ended up coming in one of the videos. He's from Stockport as well.
Oh, jeez.
He might be one of your neighbours.
I have bumped into someone not far from here, Manchester, but oh well.
You never meet anybody from Stockport and then two come at once.
Yeah, two come along at once.
So yeah, I'm gonna go have a look at these Braintrees, see what it's all about. But you were gonna speak to me yesterday, and then you never.
Just another alien life bomb. Hello, fellas. Is that Cyber? Yes. Hello, Cyber.
I don't know if he's in Discord chat as well or something though.
It probably is.
I can't do two at once. I'll end up pressing the wrong buttons.
Yeah.
So what were you wanting to tell me yesterday?
Oh, it was just oops. Had you seen the
Oh yeah, the new video.
yeah. Got any opinions?
Sells it as it sells it as a bit of an arcadey type game, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't mention the grind or the distance.
Oh, nice one, Ben.
The ganking.
No, it doesn't. Ben, I can link you the system in Discord if you want to actually come out.
Well, we dare do a realistic one, dare we?
Is it the trailer you're talking about, or is it a different video?
No, no, the trailer. But I'm just saying, if you made that trailer like Elite in real life, it'd just be us going backwards and forwards, chatting shit.
Yeah, I posted in the Discord, I posted a link to Down to Earth's frame by frame of it.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, Ben, I've sent you a message with the system in it if you wanna drop by. It's not that far out the bubble actually.
Yeah, two water worlds together, orbiting each other.
Oh, nice.
I've been cruising around the community goal station, just kind of annoying people, I think.
I ran away from there.
I was doing like high speed maneuvers around the mail slot.
Oh dear. One of those players.
Luckily I didn't hit anybody though, so I got the ship's control down pretty good.
I'm just gonna have a bit of a mooch about and see if I can't find any interesting places.
Well, like I say, this should be my last week messing about out here. After this, I should have my elite status, or one of them, and I can do what I want.
Yeah, get it packed up, Ben. Even if you don't, even if we DSRV's not good for him, we can have a race.
Cybermine, though. You know your AX weapons. Where'd you get them from?
I've seen them in military economies.
Just really, not just Aegis or something like that. They can be anywhere.
I didn't check to see if the one I got it from was Aegis, but the one I got it from last was just the military. I didn't know if it was Aegis or not.
Was it out in the Pleiades area, or was it back in the bubble?
No, it was in the bubble.
Oh, it doesn't matter then, I'm wrong. I often am. I was thinking that if the Thargoids are targeting stations that sell AX weapons, then believe it or not, Founders World is on the list, isn't it?
Yeah, you better bloody hope they don't attack the Founders World as soon as you get your elite status.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in the frame by frame they were showing a news article, and one of the stations that got attacked was deep inside the bubble. And I also noticed another thing. It said massive Thargoid presence next to it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be all over. I think they'll be all over the bubble. I think they'll miss out certain parts so that new players can kind of get involved in making money and whatnot. But I think for everybody else, the Thargoids are going to have a big effect in that time. I think they'll get easier to fight as well.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
Because
I don't mind doing it in a wing, having to do it in a wing, but I don't really know that many people who are willing to do some combat that heavily, you know.
yeah, I think that's the thing. I mean, before they were taking a long, long time to kill, but I think that was intentional, and they didn't expect us to be able to kill them. But I think that once they're inside the bubble, that'll be it. I said that before. That's the whole reason the Chieftain was invented, or released. Sorry, if I put it a better way.
Yeah, Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool, the Chieftain, but I'm not excited for that Alliance grind.
There's no grind. You don't grind the Alliance.
I think you still have to side with them, don't you?
Yeah, I thought you had to get rep with them. Isn't that what it was like in the beta?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not aware of any necessary grind for them.
But in the beta, don't they get rid of all the rank anyway, to an extent, so that you can get hold of anything you want? I always thought that they take the training wheels off in the beta, just so everybody can hammer it.
Honestly, unless I'm sadly mistaken, the Alliance don't have any locked ships.
Yeah, that's what I think the Chieftain is supposed to be, or at least that's what I thought.
Well, I can't help you because I'm... Hang on. I've been in the...
Anybody
yeah,
who's...
I'm only friendly with the Alliance. And I
haven't even done anything, so I'm like 0%.
If I'm right, it shouldn't matter. The Alliance don't rank lock.
Well, I definitely hope you're right.
I know of no rank lock with the Alliance, unless you want to get to the Alliance system. That's rank locked.
So anybody who's just joined the stream, welcome, say hello. See, we've got a few people in now, so let me know you're here.
No, there's no grind, but you got me now. I'm gonna check this.
And as Toff runs away to check his data, welcome to the stream. And I'm off to see Braintrees, and I think we've got another commander joining me later on. It should be interesting. Not got far to go now, only 12 jumps.
No. No, there's no rank locked ships for the Alliance.
Maybe that's why you have to pay the extra money.
Yeah. Honestly, I was never aware of any rank locking with the Alliance. Excuse me, I need a whittle. I'll be back in a minute.
Just in case you're wondering who that is, that's Commander Toffmeister. Just in my list here, he's gone away to do something. He's not in the wing, so. Hey Louis, how's it going? Thanks for joining the stream. What did you get up to last night, Cyber? Well, maybe they've both gone.
Cut out there.
Sorry, what did you do last night?
Played WoW. For a bit.
Oh, and you didn't go back to it today?
What?
You didn't go back to it today?
WoW? No, I didn't. I haven't renewed my subscription. I just was messing around on one of my low level.
So I'm going to look at some places. If there's like a water world or something, I will go scan them. I always want that extra little bit of money, but It's a 3-sun system, so we don't need that one.
Frameshift drive charging.
And I am going to invite Toffmeister, I think, when we get a bit closer in. What are you doing in Memorian? Are you still just hassling people, or?
Yeah, I interdicted a pirate in here right now.
Ooh, oh. I got really excited when it said 13 objects there. I was like, nice one. And then it's gone up to over 30, so it's going to be a crap ball, this one. You can always sit with your fingers crossed, I do. Crap ball, crap ball, crap ball. That one might... I bet it's high metal content. Yeah. And that one will be God knows what that one is. I think that's high metal content as well. Too hot by the looks of it. It's not far away. I could go scan them. Get a couple of credits in the bag. Are you in game tonight, Louis? What are you up to in game? Wow, I can scan from like 200 light seconds. That's brilliant. Love it.
Back. No, I think the new ships, because they're all coming out, that's why they've done them as alliance ships, so that anybody can get them. That, the crate, and then is it the Panther Clipper they're going to bring out? The squadron ship, where you can park up on it.
Right. So that, like, massive wings can go attack the Thargoids.
Yeah, you can take an entire squadron in.
I'm into that. I'll have to wait while my FSD's on cooldown now. Hey, if you've just joined the stream, welcome. Say hello. If I know who's watching, I know who I'm talking to. Otherwise it doesn't feel so much like I'm talking to myself. So you can join in, tell us what you're playing on. Are you playing on PS4, Xbox or PC? If you are on any, you can join the Discord.
Yes, we're going to have neighbours.
Yeah.
Hostile neighbours, but neighbours. You see, I can't think how we're going to beat them unless...
The Guardians help us. Oh, I think, no, you know, it looks like we're going to be able to unlock something of the Guardians, which will eventually probably become weapons, which we'll be able to fend the Thargoids off with.
Yeah, they showed off a Gauss rifle in the trailer,
yeah,
and
a plasma
chargers.
Yeah, so...
I realise we're going to have to go down the genocide route.
Not me.
You can't win the space war with battle. You've actually got to go to the planet.
Are you going out or something, Louis? Is that what it is? Oh god, I hate waiting on the girls. Done too much of it in my life. Let's see if this one's high metal content. It's like the grind in this game.
It's like a forever war if you don't.
Damn it.
Maybe that's what they want. Just a never-ending war.
A never-ending war, yeah.
Well, maybe they'll just literally pass through the bubble and be on the way.
I don't think we'll tolerate that. No, there's too many players will want to attack them. They'll never let them pass. You've got to take into account the player base. They were, we're going to have to go into Call 70 and eliminate them. And there will be players who do exactly that.
Ooh. I haven't got my bloody cheat sheet. If I fry 3,000 light seconds and this isn't a bloody Earth type or something, I'm going to be really annoyed. But I'm sure it is.
It's currently, the way they've set it up, I don't see how we can eliminate them. You've got to find them on every moon and remove all those barnacles and things like that. Otherwise, they could grow back. They're like weeds in your garden.
I was going to say, because the way they drop in at the moment is pretty regularly. I mean, I don't think there's a specific number of them. I think it's just you drop into a system, there's automatically a Thargoid there. So I don't know how you would clear them out in that sense. There's an infinite number of them, so that's why I think if they want them to just pass through the bubble and we can kind of enjoy blowing them up and selling off what we collect, then that's going to be a nice little part of the game. But if they want them to pass through, they'll pass through.
Yeah. Maybe I'm taking it too seriously and overthinking it. I just can't see how we would actually stop them unless we come up with another mycoid virus. And I'm going to shout cheat if we do that. That's a cop-out.
Well, unless it's like the things like an antibiotic. We've just found a new strain of them, haven't we? We're gonna have to overshoot it first.
Well, but again, the mycoid virus didn't eliminate them. It should have, but didn't. There's always natural immunes. They would come back.
Oh, by the way, did you see that altered carbon yet?
You know what?
It was you like Blade Runner, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, did you see that TV show I was telling you about, Altered Carbon?
Altered Carbon? No, I haven't seen it yet because it's on a system I can't get.
Ah, right.
I had a look for it. It's not on any of the stations I can get.
Ooh, an ammonia world. Okay.
Don't run to things like that.
So you don't dabble in the dark areas of the internet then?
No. No.
Oh well, if I ever see it pop up anywhere on the internet, I'll post a link to you.
It'll come up one day.
So, an ammonia world.
I believe it's set in something like a Blade Runner universe.
Oh yeah, well, it's a carbon copy almost, a lot of the shots. Right, what am I doing? Because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing here. Right, there we go. So, there we go. And let's get out of here. So yeah.
Bloody hell, this is a long trip.
You impose the grind on yourself, though, you.
Hey?
I said you impose a grind on yourself, which I don't knock you for. I think it's a good idea. There's no way I'd do it, but it's a good idea. I mean, I enjoyed the bits I did when I did it myself. Basically copied what you'd said, and I found a few places.
It's a labour of love doing this. But that's the beauty of the game.
Frameshift drive charging.
it doesn't have to be their way. You know, you do your own thing, don't you?
Yeah.
It just so happens mine, particularly mine, numbingly dull at times. It was a big system, 3 stars, well spread out within the system. It's nice when you get them all in a line, but it doesn't always work that way, does it?
No, there was 3 people who were not 3 people. There was people who were trying to get them to do a system where you could see the planets in their actual positions, but Frontier said it's almost impossible.
Yeah, the Ori system. They wanted it. It was always a life's ambition for Braven, but the actual engine won't do it. It won't render it like that. It's too complex.
I wonder if he plays the game in his spare time, Braben.
Hey,
I said, I wonder if Braben actually plays the game in his spare time.
he carries a. Is it PlayStation or one of those little wands you use for them?
Right.
He carries one about in his pocket, just in case. So yes, he does.
That's interesting. So he carries one around just in case he gets invited into play?
Yeah. He carries a spare controller.
Right. You'd think on his money he could carry a spare laptop.
Yeah, but then you're down to codes and getting into Wi-Fi and all that.
Yeah. But he can probably... Actually, somebody was saying that this game's actually playable off your mobile.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean the Wi-Fi on your mobile, I mean.
Oh, right. I'm not sure I'd try that with my phone.
I mean, apparently it doesn't take a lot of data either.
No, that's another one with the game they've managed to be trying to keep it optimised so that even the older, like my old laptops, you know, like the old computers, it doesn't, you know, you don't have to have a top of the line computer to play it.
You don't, but it is a bit GPU heavy though.
Is it?
Yeah, it puts a little bit of a strain on it. I don't think you need a top-end graphics card, but it is quite heavy on the graphics card.
Oh.
Which isn't a bad thing really, but some people don't like it. Some people want the processors to take on some of the weight and the memory and whatnot.
Frameshift drive charging.
I mean, my life's ambition is to play it in VR one day.
I believe it's not very good in VR. What they're saying on the forums.
It depends what you're expecting of VR. If it plays anything, I've played VR a little bit, and I'll be honest with you, the price for VR isn't worth what you get out of the games at the moment, in my opinion. But when the prices start becoming half decent,
Early days.
yeah, I just don't think there'll be any argument. Right, let's see if we've dropped anything in here. Oh, got a few places. Oh, lummy neck. This looks tasty. That one in particular. Look at that now. That one. Wait. Let's see what this is. Waterworld. I'll take a Waterworld. bit of a way out, but it's a double scan, so. So if you've just joined the stream, come by, say hello. Louis in here, I think, still, unless his wife's there. We've got Toff, I think he's in the stream. Cybersex probably in the stream. I know Ben was cooking, so he might just be watching.
I'm the only one here who's friendly with all three of the factions.
Yeah, I have a slight... I'm slightly on the Alliance, I think, but only a tiny little bit.
I'm 75%. I keep it at 75 with both the Federation and the Imperials. And I'm currently, because I'm using an Alliance station, at 86 with the Alliance. But I'll drop that shortly. And I'll keep it, I try to keep them all at 75. And a space hobo. They've got to be able to go anywhere, you see.
Like that dog from that 80s TV program.
Yeah, they're at this hobo.
Yeah.
I'm fully allied with the Federation and the Empire, but I haven't done anything for the Alliance.
Oh, you probably think we're a load of wussies.
Right, let's have a look. What's this other one here? That's scanned as well. I just want to see what this one is. I don't think it's terraformable, but fingers crossed. Don't say terraformable. Damn it. Now we'll see what this one gives us. High metal content. And then doesn't really matter if that one's terraformable. I'm not really that bothered. And as I go in, these are going to be interesting. I suppose there'll be high metal contents. I haven't got my little colour map with me.
I got one of those programs that's supposed to be able to change your HUD system, so it's not all orange.
Oh, right, yeah.
I can't get it working though.
I didn't know there's a program that did it. I did it by hand. It's a bit finicky, but you can do it. I'm not the best person at it, but I managed it. I'll be honest with you, it's not that great, because if ever you get into, like, I mean, I know you don't do it, but certain fighting and things like that, it knocks your hollow cube off as well, so you can't quite see the planets as well in that. I think as boring as they are, the orange colours are the best one for it.
Alright.
It does look cool, I must admit. I think I had a turquoise one or something, and I liked the way it looked, but when I was selecting targets, I couldn't tell one from the other.
Oh well, I'll stick with orange then. Orange eye.
I think they might get around to making a change to it, you know. There's so many people talking about it.
Don't they do that the moment the moment you find out that there's separate programs outside, they tend to try and incorporate them, don't they?
Well, they have with something. I mean, when they see a good idea or they see that it's people bite on it, then they generally take it on board.
Jumping on it.
I just feel sorry for that guy who used to make YouTube videos of the Galnet News, because he's going to be out of a job now. Well, apart from his subscribers, they'll probably stick with him.
Yeah. I'd love to do a Galnet thing. I have visions of doing, like a professor.
Yeah.
For it. let's just, I hope Cyber doesn't mind me saying this, we've got like the three opinions, me as Mr. Peaceful, use it in the middle, and you've got Cyber who's a Daka merchant. I'd like to do a professor coming on saying we're the bad guys and the Thargoids are peaceful.
Alright, yeah.
So, yeah. And
Hey Crash, how's it going?
I kind of like argue for the Thargoids. If you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, I'm on your side. I like the Thargoids. They haven't done me any harm. Well, only twice.
Yeah, but I just think it'd be great to annoy half the player base by saying we're the bad guys.
I wouldn't be too annoyed about it.
Social justice warriors in Elite.
I mean, technically, I kind of am the bad guy anyway, because I do a lot of pirating.
Oh, that's alright. Like I say, well, I can't slag anybody. I'm out here doing the kind of grinding that people complain about. So it's me keeping the grind going.
I know, it's people like you who keep Frontier thinking it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Tush tish.
So I'm in no position to boss anybody.
See, I knew there was someone to blame it all on. He's the reason we don't get big jump ranges.
No, I like big jump. I think there should be a two-tier jump engine. One that'll do massive distance, you know, unrealistic distance.
Wormhole drive.
One, eh?
Like a wormhole drive.
Yeah. Doesn't take you one system to two systems. It's like your minimum system is 20 jumps. Your minimum jump's 20.
Yeah, I have one that can do like, I don't know, a massive distance, but you have to strip your ship right down. And
Yeah.
maybe buy components on the other end, because they take a week to ship.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I do. I'd have one that can do 20 systems, but it can only do 20 systems. Yeah?
What, and then you throw it away?
We'll do. It'll only do a 400 light year jump, it won't do anything in between.
Right, I get you.
Might be interesting. And now, the last stage ball in this system.
Right, just give me a second, people, while I send a quick message. Now I've arrived in the system, I need to plot where I'm going. That can't be number 1, 2, 3. Am I in the right place here?
Now, Cyber's right, I've got to learn to fight at some point.
Suppose not be that one.
I think the PvP stuff and like the fighting and all that would be a lot more popular than it is now if it wasn't for how unbalanced the payout to rebuy is.
Hey Brian, how's it going?
Well, it's just that there's not really any way to realistically buy your ship back if what you want to do is PvP. Because in PvP, someone's always gonna die. There's not gonna be... I mean, unless you just run away every time.
Well, that's why they created CQC, though, isn't it? For pure PvP. I mean, the other element is, yeah, if you want to do it, but you're taking a risk.
Yeah, I've heard that CQC isn't really that good, though. For one, you can't use your own ships. And I guess that has some other issues, too.
No, there's a lot of arguing about CQC. People laugh at it. It's no good if you can only use what they supply. It's got to be your own ship.
Or create your own group faction where you fly to a certain system and just fight each other there. That's what people do in other games. Like Russian soccer hooligans.
But then you still have to worry about the rebuy is the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, well, I don't know.
Yeah, fight fighters all the time.
It's also the main reason for combat logging that people are complaining a lot about. People don't want to have to...
What is combat logging?
Go bankrupt. It's where you log out in the middle, if you're about to die or in the middle of a battle.
Yeah, but doesn't it say you've got like 10 seconds before you can do that?
Yeah, but you can press Alt and
just,
something.
You can also just kill the process, or Alt F4 basically.
Yeah, Alt and F4 closes down whatever program you're currently using.
It doesn't really work for Elite, but it's pretty easy just to
Oh, here's a big white crater.
open up the system process manager and end it that way. Force kill it.
I'm attempting to look for a big crater.
I had to do it a couple times, but not from combat logging, just because the game froze.
There's one up there, looks like it could be a white crater. Now I'm on the dark side, it's almost impossible. Could be that one. I think it is that one actually, so next time around I'll just drop in on it. If I can't find it on this one, I'll go have a look somewhere else. I got given... oh, hang on a minute. What's that? That's half white. Oh, what's that one? That looks white. That looks like a crater.
Interesting.
Oh, there's another one. I might have to do like, I might have to change my direction. Oh, hang on. What's that? That looks like a big white crater to me. That looks like a huge white crater to me.
Well, it looked interesting, but it wasn't.
It's not a crater as such, actually more like a valley, but we'll see.
Maybe it's the last one for the evening.
So I cross my fingers and hope I see stuff popping in. I'm not seeing anything popping in, which isn't a good sign as such. No, this isn't the... This is not the crater you're looking for. You daft bastard. Right, let's have a... No. I think I'd have seen them if they were here. Alright, up we go.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3.
So nice to see you, by the way, Brian.
Oh, well, you gone first.
You talking to the wife?
No, talking to myself actually. Someone beat me to an earthlight.
I've been told to go to a rocky body and look for a big white crater. That's kind of like telling somebody to go to the beach and look for a yellow pebble.
A big white... What? Oh, the Braintrees.
Yeah. Everything looks pink and white. What?
You streaming?
I am, yep.
Right. I'll be right back. I'm gonna fill up my coffee.
Okie doke. See, there's a big white thing here, but it doesn't look like a crater to me. So unfortunately, guys, you'll have to just bear with me while I try and find this thing. I don't think you can mark stuff on the actual planet, can you? I was wondering if maybe I should look at the surface map, but... Wow, that's a nice blue gas giant there. That'd be nice to see from this side if I can. I'm going back down to the dark side again, which is not particularly helpful. Alright, thanks Ben. I'll have a quick look. I do have a website. Oh cripes, I think I've shut the website down. Right. I'll just fly out a little bit and then I'll come back in and check it out. Okay, I think I've still got me thing up. Oh mind you, knowing me, I've probably shut it down. I've bloody shut it down. Hopefully I bookmarked it. I haven't bookmarked it. Must be on one of these pages. Alright, nice one Ben. I don't know if anybody knows what the website is where you can put in the coordinates and it'll tell you where to go or what heading you should be on. If anybody can tell me what that website is, I'd be very, very grateful. 'Cause I don't know what the hell I've done to it. Might be on this one. Can't believe I've knocked that bloody page off. What an idiot. I'm gonna have to have a look in my history, aren't I? I think I had it open yesterday. Yesterday, yeah. Wasn't that one? Wasn't that one? Thank you, Brian. It certainly is. Oh, thank God for that. Right, so destination, latitude, and longitude. That's the one, Brian, thank you. Somebody said the other night to drop in.
Alright, I'm back.
I don't want to go too fast. I'm just trying to drop in on these Braintrees. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, I've got my... Okay, so great. I've got my longitude and latitude, almost. So it's going to be 1.7299. 1.729. And then 149.42. Right, okay, I've got my bearing.
You say Braintrees?
Braintrees, that's the one.
They're like trees that have what look like brains on them. They're not brains, but they look like them.
Is that related to the Thargoids?
We don't know. They drop the same stuff. They're like the pumpkins and the bark mounds and the barnacles. We suspect, we don't know, that they're all parts of Thargoid ships or something like that.
Why are you going in too fast now?
They all drop the same stuff though. You know, the meta alloys. Obscure elements.
Have to make sure I bookmark this page this time.
Oh, don't you dare. We're dropped into a system with 58 bodies. If it has effing water worlds in our screen. I'm not doing 58. Not again.
I'm trying to get there a bit faster now.
I don't care, I'm not doing this one.
I'm seeing something on the horizon here. Kind of white looking. To see as it closes in. Yeah, this looks like it could be the area. I don't know if that's because of the sun. I don't think it is. Yeah, it could be a nice one. Nice thing to have. Right, so I'm gonna...
Well, we make this the last jump for tonight.
I think I'm gonna drop in on the correct coordinates in this direction. Just, don't know if I'm gonna hit them on the other side, so I hope I'm not supposed to be on the other side of the planet. I did put in the right coordinates, so... Oh, crapola. That was my fault.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Hmm? I've done it again, haven't I? Right. I'm going to try and get to this at least as 18.6. And then I'll work on the other one. Okay, so I have to go back a little bit here. 617.
You found them yet?
No, I've overshot my thing a little bit. I'm gonna have to go back a slight tad. Yeah, I've put it in as a minus, Brian. I think. I'm just going to check. 1728. Yeah, I put it in as a minus. But I'm way out. I'm alright on the latitude.
I'd climb out and come back in again. I wouldn't try and fly around the planet.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on the right... I'm in one of them, so I'm going to get on that and then I'll go into cruise mode again to find the other. What am I wanting? 18617.
Alright, I'm gonna hop off the lead. One of my buddies that I haven't talked to for a while wants me to play Dying Light with him, so I'm gonna do that for a bit.
Okie doke.
Catch you guys later.
Alright, catch you later on. I just need to get the right... Oh, that would be going... Yeah, I want to go down actually. Let's have a look. Oh, do you know what? I've got a better idea. Got a much better idea. 185101. And then 320918. Okay. Right. Just check. 90. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ah, you bastard, it always does that. Fucking. Coppers are flying down the street near my house. No idea why. Right, okay. I'm going to be here for a long time if that's...
Right, and I'll call it a night anyway. Have fun with your stream.
Alright, mate.
Good night.
Have a good one. Alright, Darren, how's it going? What I might do is put my beacon on. Well, and then invite Ben, because at least if we're in a wing, I'll be able to spot him if he's got his coordinates right. Do you know, when I used the CD bearing the other night, it worked perfectly. I didn't have a problem with it. I am, yep. PC open. Okay, 90, right. Let's try and speed this up a bit. Another way. See, I'm wondering if I can actually spot him. Might be able to spot him. Right. Okay, so where's he? He's behind me actually. Probably on the other side of the planet. I'll keep going anyway. So sorry about my quietness, just concentrating, trying to keep on this heading. Minus 172 as well, isn't it? Yeah, I think he must be on the other side of the bloody planet. Getting too fast now. That's what we don't want. Okay, now we'll get a bit better. There we go.
Orbital flight engaged.
Right, okay, so I've kind of dropped off that a little bit. So am I going in the wrong direction now? Yep. Ah, no, don't want to do that. I suppose while I'm going over it doesn't matter.
Orbital flight engaged.
Oh no, because it won't work like that. Oh, Jesus. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find where Ben went. Find him again. Right, okay. Okay, now I'm in kind of in the vicinity. I'm going to reset this as well. So, minus 108, 12. I don't know why that one's changed actually. Right, okay.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Because that's going in the opposite direction, so I'm not happy with that. Right, want to go in that direction. No, I don't think so, Brian. I was just having a moment. I think I'm now pretty much on track. Now I've got my bearing. So as long as one's going down and the other one's up, the other one's going up, I'm pretty much on course to where I want to be. He says. And you kind of want them to meet somewhere in the middle. Right, so that's pretty much, give or take, a little bit of distance. I'm just going to have a quick look around and see if I can spot it. Right, so it looks like Ben's around a little ways here. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to wait because I don't. I'm going to check to see I didn't put them in the wrong boxes, but I'm bloody sure I didn't. Absolutely sure I didn't. Let's have a look. So we got 75.5542. So, and then we got minus 129. $460.10. That's 17. Okay, so it's saying hit the 90. That 90-degree angle again. It's questionable. Ah, right. I've seen where the problem is then. There's a problem with a value that it didn't read properly. And it's actually going in the direction now, or it's saying I should go in the direction that I thought I was going. So, just going to check to make sure the first one inputted right. What was the first one? 186177. 6177. Okay, so yeah. So originally when it's telling me to go at a 90 angle, I started thinking, no, that doesn't feel right. I should be going at 2... whatever the opposite is, so around 280 something. And I've just got a message saying you should head 270, so I'm going to do that instead. Let's see if that gets me there a little bit faster. So I'm sorry if I've bored the hell out of anybody there. So I'll keep out of that glide for the moment. The only thing is that top one's still going down when it shouldn't be, and I really don't understand that at all. That top one shouldn't be going down now. If I can at least get to around 172 and drop out. Right. So I'm dropping out at 172 just so I can 173. 3. And then 172, 6.5. Try and reroute myself now. One 172.38. Okay, that one would be 6.5708. Still telling me to stay on the same coordinates, but that just doesn't feel right to me. Just make sure there isn't a bloody big white crater somewhere. Oops. Could be that one actually. But that's not white. Ah! Big white crater. Wonder what that is over there. That looked like a white crater. You know what? For all this fannying about, I saw this when I was first flying over and was planning on returning to it. Oh, it's bloody here in front of me. And the thing is, the first time without ED bearing, I flew over it and thought, next time around, if I haven't found one, I'm going to just go to that. What a jip. Hey look, I like it all. Probably bores the pants off you, but I don't mind it. But now I'm probably going to crash into it because I then got really excited and accelerated too fast. But that is definitely white and it's definitely big. So I think I turned my beacon on. Yeah. Just for when Ben eventually drops in. Glide is engaged. So yeah, anybody watching, feel free to join in the chat, say hello. The only thing is, I can't see anything popping in. But yeah, this is definitely area, so it's like, because 172... If I keep heading over here a bit, I should get to the... more or less to the 18 bit. Oh, is that one popped in there? Something funny looking down here. So 18.6, okay. Right, so this should be pretty much around here. I can't see anything. There's plenty of space to rock about in, so
Landing gear deployed.
I'm gonna take it down and just have a little bit of a look. There's something popped in, but it's a little bit forward of me there. I don't know what it is. What? I was in soup. Well, it was fine a second ago. There we go. Don't give me none of that crap. Ah, there they are. They've popped in now. Or at least something's popped in. Oh, that's rocks. Nice one. What's a pie circle? Right. I don't want to wreck my SRV because I've only got one on here. I don't know, it says Ben's somewhere around here, but it says it's 40 kilometres away, and I'm not sure if he's actually landed over there. Yeah, that looks like... Hi Ben, how's it going? Oh no, he's not got voice chat on. Let's have a look. Oh no, he's landing now. So he's coming in, so right, so I'm looking to change a little bit to that would, yeah, hang on. Okay, so I want to be heading over in this direction, I think. Ah ha ha ha! What is that to my left? Hang on, I'll just try and get some air. Can you see that over there? That looks like a little forest or something. Oh, do you know? Thanks for telling me, because I wasn't paying attention to it. But I've spotted them now. Whee! See, the jumps can get bigger now, I know. Oh, bloody hell, I've lost them now. It's just like me. Hang on, I have lost them. Where am I? There's my ship. Oh no, I haven't lost them now. Hey Ben, how's it going?
I'm okay, I've just flown over you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, sorry. I thought I'd found them and then I've lost them again now.
I think they're over here. I'm kind of narrowing in on them now. I haven't seen anything yet, but
I know, I've found them. I've found them again. I was behind a ridge, so they're actually over where I am, not where my ship is. I'll dismiss. They're over where I am. I'll dismiss my ship, so it doesn't confuse.
that's fine. I'll see if I can find them. I'm pretty close to where the coordinates are now. So any second now, hopefully I'll be able to land, and then I can show you where we are.
Whoa. Yeah, that's definitely them. Yeah, I've found them actually. I thought I might be looking at rocks, but I'm not. Oh, crapola. Ah, there he is. See, there he is, flying in over the top of me. Can I target his ship and shoot him? I certainly can. Nice purple boosters. Hey Swift, hey Zoomski, I said Swifty there for a second, I don't even know who I am myself. I'm that excited. Okay, so let's see. We don't want to crash into you, sorry mate.
Cool. Deploying Scarab.
Now I can target him. Okie doke. Shoot it. The ship or the Braintree? Somebody's telling me to shoot. Welcome to Elite Dangerous Tokyo Drift. Oh. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is a man who invests in all the little extras. Okie doke, let's go check these things out. So,
Okay, I'll follow you.
so do you know any of the backstory behind them?
No, not really. I know they showed up kind of a couple of patches ago. Let me get my turret out and have a scan.
Ah, now one of them has actually become scannable, yeah. It's become targetable. What? Ah, now what's interesting is it's a cordyceps. That's interesting. So I've just noticed it's a cordyceps. So for anybody who's... They're a cordyceps, which is a fungal type of plant. Well, it's actually not a plant, it's a fungus. In the human world, it attaches itself to animals, attacks the brain, kills them, and then releases its spores for the next animal that comes along. So, if you've ever heard of the game The Last of Us, the whole zombie outbreak in that is based along cordyceps.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Now, I don't know if we can collect this. Okay, so no.
They make a weird noise. Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's alright. So when you shoot them, they kind of popcorn into a toadstool.
Well, let's give that a go. Let me get this one down here.
No, it will be that germanium then, won't it? So yeah, I might have to shoot this a little bit more. Or is it just stuck in the tree? Is it one of those things? Yeah. So he's going after that one, so I'm going to target this one here. There's another cordyceps growth here. So I think it's interesting that it's cordyceps, because these might come into the fight against the Thargoids. If we can mine the cordyceps in any way, and then attack the Thargoids with them, that could have a serious effect on the Thargoids. Oh, my inventory's full, so I can't actually collect anything, but... Oh, what the hell's my inventory full with? Oh, I've got 1,000 out of 1,000. Right, let's have a look. Probably don't need 45 phosphorus. Let's Selenium, well, definitely don't need that much sulfur.
I just shot off one of the plants, and it dropped iron.
Yeah, it seems to be dropping different types of things. So I got germanium, I think, off it, or whatever it's called.
Okay.
Hey, Turgeon. Turgeon, how's it going? Well, what's your theory, Zoomski? Because I'm thinking if there's cordyceps involved, that could be something to fight the Thargoids with. Now, polyporous stuff, I don't know anything about that, so I couldn't really comment on that.
Just found something called a Muscidian seed pod.
Sorry, what did you say there?
I found something called a Muscidian seed pod.
Ah, interesting.
Don't know what it's going to do. It's behind me now, hang on. Let me go around and see if I can pick it up. It's attached to the bark of one of these things.
Oh, okay.
See, it's like a kind of fungal growth on the bark. Doesn't seem to respond to being shot at, though.
I love how the second option is to ram it.
Got it. And it's dropped mercury. I'll pick that up.
I'm gonna go have a look over here. Well, that cordyceps thing, the fact that there's cordyceps growths has definitely got me thinking that that's something they can attack the Thargoids with.
That's giving me 10. Seems like quite a good place to get materials then.
Yeah, definitely, seeming as it's very random.
I've hardly collected any materials really since Horizon's been up. I haven't done much with the engineers at all, so.
I've only just really started recently.
Sulfur from that one.
Fallen one, okay. Keep an eye out for that one. Oh! Shh! Don't tell anybody. It's over there. Oh, I have to get a bit closer for that one. It doesn't want to seem to want to give me anything out of it, unfortunately. Maybe it's just the angle. There we go. Yttrium. Oh, I thought that'd be a new element actually. I don't remember it.
Looking forward to all of the changes in planetary surfaces and things next week. I think that'll be really good.
Yeah, I think I was planning on doing a trip to Colonia, and I think next week might be the best time to do that.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, especially if you're not in too much of a hurry. You can stop and have a look at some of the a lot of the planets on the way.
I think. Well, seeing as it's all going to kick off with the Thargoids, I might as well run away.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, really.
Oops, it is. See what that one is. Now you've pointed out that particular type, can't bloody find one. Sod's law.
I'm such a bad driver of these SRVs. This is going to be very lucky to come back safely.
Well, you can fix it on the go. You know how to fix it, I suppose.
Yeah. See if I've got anything. It's not too bad at the minute. I'm on about 88%. That's not bad.
Oh, that's interesting, Tertian, because I like doing that. I love stopping in at all the interesting places. I'll make a note of that message. I did get pointed towards a system on my way back from Sagittarius A, which was a really nice place to stop at. Let's see, where do you put it? If you follow waypoints in the Dove Enigma expedition, okay. That'll definitely give me something to chew on, because I think I'm going to do a week-long expedition. I think a trip to Colonia is probably going to take me a couple of days, maybe 3 days, if I go at the rate I go. Thanks for the subscription, William, if you're in the chat. Anybody who is in the chat who hasn't said hello, drop by and say hello. Whoa, gonna sideswipe into a tree. Oh, there are all these seed pods now. That's a cordyceps one, isn't it? Yeah. At least they're a bit easier to spot actually on these trees as well by the particular growths. It's better than just randomly shooting up rocks and hoping you hit the jackpot. There we go. It's a lot of what, sorry?
Very weird noises on this planet.
Yeah, I thought I'd heard something, but I wasn't sure whether it was just because I've got music and stuff on. I wasn't sure of it.
Yeah, I think because I've just got the headphones on, and I've got a feeling I turned off the music on a while ago when I was, I think I had the Lave radio or Sidewinder radio or something on. So I think that's just automatically switched off.
Is that on the? Is that on that? I've forgotten the name of the app now. The G19 app or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good app. That I like it.
I'm going to try and get a couple of photos while I'm here. I can stick them on the Discord later.
Yeah, and if you want, I'll do a photograph of you next to one of the Braintrees if you want.
Yeah, that'd be great. I need to rebind all my camera controls. I was messing around with them the other day on a joypad, so they're all a bit everywhere at the minute.
Yeah, I run mine off the joypad as well. Actually, I've got them all skew with, but I'm kind of getting used to it now. So let's get a shot in a bit. There we go. Actually, while I'm here, I might as well call the ship back. Nope, that's my ship dropping in. Well, it's nice to know the Thargoids are going through the bubble anyway. I've been hoping for that since the beginning.
Is that your ship just landed?
Yes, it is.
I thought so. I just suddenly saw a ship going, what on earth is that?
Not close enough. I think it'll be interesting to see if what people do with the chieftains, actually, to see if they actually do fight Thargoids or if they just go ape on everybody else.
I don't think the chieftain's going to be that great for fighting other players. It seems like the way that it's set up is really for kind of anti-Thargoid weapons and not a huge amount else. I don't think people in Corvettes and Anacondas are going to be worried.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, it'll take down anything smaller. Don't get me wrong. It's, you know, but it's not going to outmaneuver a lot of ships, I wouldn't have thought. It's pretty big. I had to play around with it on the beta, but I think. It's a nice ship to get in, but then it costs a fortune to do anything with.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive. God knows how much I've spent on my ships.
Give me 1 sec.
I love that blue planet there. Well, the blue gas giant. Sorry. Oops. Stuck on a train. Oh, rock. Oh, I don't know. What is EDRPG? Is that just a role-playing game based around the game? If you find a particular tree that you want your photograph taken in front of, just let me know.
Let me see if I can get one on a bit of elevation. 1 sec.
Oh, wrong button. Oh.
There you go, that'll do. That's quite nice.
Right, 1 second. I'll just open me paint up. Let's paste that in. Okay, just gonna try one more. Actually, probably a better one, actually.
I got a few good ones there, I reckon.
Okay, I think I got a good one there.
Alright. back towards the ship there. Yeah.
And anybody who's just joined the stream, you can join in the Discord. It's in the notes below. We've got a few people in there. Some new people joined today, so that has a screenshot section, which I'm just uploading one of the photos to now. Braintrees, okay. The great. Okay, good beans, cool beans. Okay, the picture's up on Discord. I'm gonna head back to my ship too. We've got 29, 30 meters. Not bad for this G actually.
Cool. I'm going to go back in the ship and then I'll see if I can fly over the top and get a picture from up there.
Okay. Oh, there we go. I need to get another beer. It's nearly 1 o'clock. I think I'm entitled to one.
Landing gear retracted.
The lights on. I can't see the hazard lights flashing. Okay. No, I don't like that one. Let's go a bit further. Hmm? Well, you could post that in Discord as well, actually, Zoomski, because I wouldn't mind seeing that up, whatever it is, because I just do it by ear at the moment. Yeah, let's have a look at that. Yeah, save as. Should we do like an Airwolf? I should have the Airwolf music on in the background. Just like this. Doing like 200 miles an hour over all the all tough. Diddle-a-dun, diddle-a-dun. Diddle-a-dun, dun, 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 dun. Ooh, gonna do a real pull force here. Oh, I'm too high now. It's not as cool when you're that high. The hell's that? Oh, it's just a marking. Whoa. Right, well I think what I'm gonna do is
yeah, I got some good pictures there.
ah, that's good. I'm just gonna grab a beer and then I don't know, I might head to a nebula close by or something, I don't know yet.
Okay, well, I'm going to hit the road now because I've got an early start in the morning.
Well, nice to wing with you, finally.
Yeah, you too, bud. And I'll speak to you soon. I'll stick the pictures up in a few minutes.
Okay, cheers. See you soon.
No problem at all.
Okay, so to everybody in the stream, I'll be 2 seconds, just gonna get a drink and I'll be back in a moment. Yeah, I think I was watching one of your videos last night, Terjan. I'd had a few, but I enjoyed it. I think I watched two actually. Right, yo. So I'm gonna have a really good look in the galaxy map here and see what I should go have a look at tonight. Because it's late, but I've got a little bit more time, so. Let's see what might be there. Oops. Where's the bubble? It's just I've got a... Okay, yeah, so that might be an option. I've never been before and I like these little dark bits. I went to the coal sack not so long ago and I actually really enjoyed that. There's the coal sack there. An interesting spot to drop into. Let's... Oh, no, we don't want to be too high above it. We want to kind of be as close to it as we can get, so... Real dark looks, this one looks... Ah, there's one inside it maybe. Yeah, there's one right on the edge. So that's the one we want to be aiming for. That was really fast, so 6 jumps, I'm definitely going there. Oh god, I dread to think how long mine are. I think we logged the whole of the run to Sagittarius A. I think it was all done in live stream. So yeah, if any of you might be interested in a trip to Colonia, let me know, because what we'll probably do is I'll be doing a rapid shoot out there to kind of get there and then coming back and scanning on the way back. So if anybody hasn't done the trip to Colonia yet and is interested, let me know and I can tell you what you should be fitting your ship out with. I think this weekend we might do a group Nebula run, so if anybody's interested in doing that, that'll probably be Sunday afternoon, I think. Quite a long stream on Sunday, generally a lot of the afternoon and into the night, so even if you drop in late, as long as you've got a a ship which is capable of exploring half decently with a half decent jump range, you should be able to join us wherever we go. And for anybody who's just dropped into the chat, because I haven't said it for a good half hour, come say hello. Don't know if I can wait till the 27th, Brian, because well, I probably can, to be honest with you. I wouldn't start until next week for a start, so it'd probably be Monday night. But it's going to be a fast run to Colonia and then scanning coming back, so regardless I'm going to hit that update. So yeah, you're right. So, but I'll be hitting that update anyway, so... To be honest with you, even my videos I do in a stream the same as I would in a stream. I'm not really into the fancy editing. I like to call it Gonzo Space Exploration. Ooh, 13 objects, that's always a good one. By rule of thumb. Oh, you bastard, you're going to prove me wrong, aren't you? Okay. Whatever. I'm going to do it the other way. I'm gonna hammer it to there and then actually do the slow run back. The Neutron Highway, I might use it, I don't know. I like putting myself through these things, so the only thing I might do a bit different this time is I might actually have other stuff running off my tablet, like podcasts and stuff, so, just so even though I'm chatting to people in the chat, I've got something kind of keeping me occupied as well, because the Sagittarius A run at points was pretty gruesome. But yeah, I might try the Neutron Highway at some point.
Frameshift drive charging.
Not sure what to make of this beer. I bought a Costa Bravian beer this evening because here in Spain, or in Catalonia where I am, is craft beer is the new thing, but I don't think it's craft beer, I think it's repackaged beer. I'm not sure about this one. It tastes alright, but it's got a certain taste, a certain known taste to it. So have I got 2 jumps? Oh, 1. Nice one. Are you talking to me about ice? No, it's called La Brava. It's a local beer. Because I live near the Costa, well, not too far from the Costa Brava. It actually says it's a beer inspired in the Costa Brava. I don't know what that means. That's why I always have some scotch handy. Just in case the beer doesn't taste good. Okay, so there's a really good shot of the dark region ahead. Even though it's hard to see because it's dark. Right, let's jump on over and see what it's like. Yeah, definitely. It's just whether I can talk anybody into doing it again with us. I felt sorry for Cybersec last time because he, I think maybe he thought it was only going to be a couple of days' journey to Sajay, and then he was lagging behind because his jump range wasn't very far, not as far as mine, and he ended up using the Neutron Highway, but he didn't have an AFMU. So he basically made it back to Colonia, I think, or somewhere near Colonia. No, not Colonia. One of the stations on the route to Colonia, with his FSD hanging out the back of the ship, just rattling around against the exhaust pipe. But to be honest, when all was said and done, he didn't arrive that far behind me. I think he was about 5 or 6 hours behind me. Oh, don't want to be going bang into the sun. Okay, let's try and go maybe 1,000 light seconds out or something and see if we can get a good look at it. Yeah, now we're only 100 or so. Oh, this one. Alright, we'll have a look at it. If we can see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, the sun's kind of blocking it, so you really can't get an idea. I love that. I love the fact that you can grab it with Barnard's loop. Actually, if we can just get that glare off, but it's not going to go, is it? Oh well. Maybe if I get the sun in shot, it might help it a little bit. Oh. Maybe the one with the California nebula in there. Okay. Alright, let me see if I can get a... That's a good one. See if I can get a shot of that. Why had I close paint? Yep. Okay. Oh, Ben's hit 666 hours today. So, right, okay, let's have a quick look in the galaxy map. See, that was 6 jumps, so, I know I'm near the Witch's Head, but I've been to the Witch's Head a couple of times, so it's not really a nebula I fancy going back to. Could go have a look at a bit of a rubbernecking trek to the new starports that have been attacked. There's 49 Aritis. I could maybe go there, but I haven't got anything to I haven't really got anything to pick anybody up with. I've never been to Polaris before, just thinking about that. I want to go to like the the American Nebula as well, actually, at some point. There's the Elephant's Trunk there as well, I haven't been to. There's a couple of nebula over there I haven't been to. California Nebula there. Pelican Nebula, that's another one. It is, I mean, it's close by. I might pop down there and just have a look at it. I might have even bookmarked it, actually, knowing me. I don't even remember where it was. So. I'm searching Witch's Head. That shows you how much I know. Can't remember which side you actually look at it from now. Because this side... Oh, the thing is, I'll be honest with you, I was at the Witch's Head not so long ago. I wonder if I can get to the... I was wondering if maybe I can get to the California in less than... I know if I can get there less than... Shall we say 30 jumps maybe? Maybe not. If it takes that long to plot the route. Could add a couple of star types. See what that gives me. 40. I've been to Barnard's Loop, yep. I've got a list of nebula that I actually want to get through, and that's why I keep saying to people I want to do a Sunday thing where maybe as a group people who don't normally do exploring can go out and see it. The Crab Nebula I haven't been to. That is one I haven't been to, but it's quite a way out, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, hang on. I thought I hadn't been. No, this isn't the. I went to the. Hang on. The Crab Nebula looks very similar to the Eskimo Head Nebula, doesn't it? Or is it just me? So yeah, you can see I've been to Barnard's Loop. Couldn't really get a good look at the Horsehead Nebula actually. Got a look at the Orion Nebula, Witchhead Nebula. So yeah, I think I can do the California Nebula, I think, if I haven't done it before.
Frameshift drive charging.
The only thing is if I go here I'm going to end up having to leave the ship outside for the night, and I don't like doing that. I always like bringing my ship home, unless I'm doing like a massive run. I can do a little bit of scanning as I go, maybe I find something decent.
Fuel scoping.
In fact, yeah, that's reminded me I wanted to change that. If I'm going to find anything decent, I've got to change that, those stars down. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
I know that was something I was actually, you were talking about it yesterday, and I started looking at it today, and I was like, yeah, definitely something I want to do, definitely something I want to get involved with. It's the only downside to this game sometimes, that everybody's so kind of, we've all got our little stories going on or what we're trying to do, and sometimes, you know, like especially when there's a patch about to drop, asking people to up sticks and go do something else, it's not the most inviting thing you can do. You know, like I know Commander Toffmeister, that's the other guy from Stockport. He said he wants to do stuff, but he's intent on hitting Elite before the patch drops.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I was really impressed actually with the Eskimo's Head Nebula, really was. I will put the photographs on the Discord if I haven't already.
Fuel scoping.
Soul gas giant.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, luckily, I was very lucky. I hit Elite in Explorer not so long ago. And yeah, once you get access to the Founders World, because somebody told me you get access to the Founders World regardless of what you hit Elite in, but I only got it when I hit it in Exploration. So I don't know. I don't know if they're right or I'm right, but I hit it in Trade a long time ago and didn't get it. And as soon as I hit it in Exploration, it came up. So it's a nice feeling. The only one I'm lacking in now is combat, which is I'm never going to hit Elite in combat for sure. It's just not the part of the game that interests me. I mean, I don't mind a bit of it.
Frameshift drive charging.
Just giving a shout out to William Motes. Thank you for the subscription. If you're watching the video, if you are watching the video, come in and say hi, and be sure to join the Discord if you can. And maybe I can hit my first second century this week as well. Actually, in subscribers would be really, really nice.
Fuel skipping. Fuel skipping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
It didn't for me. Definitely didn't open it. I've actually, unfortunately, I knew I'd need it. I've deleted the Founders World message that I got on the same day, but I hit, as you can see, I'm Elite in Trade and I'm Elite in Explorer. I hit Trade in January, but it wasn't until about 2 weeks ago when I hit it in Explorer that I got the message, and it came through with this one. So the one that says promotion to Elite, which I've kept for the time being, it came through with that one saying you now have access to the Founders World. So I don't know what the situation was, but it definitely only opened up when I did that.
Frameshift drive charging.
So I don't know what happened with me. It could have been one of those glitches, but obviously I wasn't signed in and had my computer turned on for a month and a half or whatever. Yeah, see, it's my second home base, but I don't tell my first home base because she'll get really jealous. So it's my second home base. My first home base is LHS 142. I just love it.
Fuel scooping complete.
These all look tasty here, but not really that interested in finding.
Drive charging.
Unfortunately, Toffmeister's managed to get my head into the part where I'm like, oh, if they're already discovered, it's not really worth it.
Fuel skipping.
Does anybody else have a specific home base, by the way? Anybody else who's watching?
Drive charging.
So Optech says his is a Founders World. Mine's LHS 142. I know that Cybersec said his is in QBO, but he said it's not his pure home base.
Fuel skipping.
20 new objects.
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, that's interesting. Is there anything particular about that system that made you choose it? I think Shinrata kind of becomes an automatic thing just for your outfitting, but I've got everything based there at the moment. That's why I keep getting phone calls from 142, but I managed to avoid them for the time being. Welcome to the stream, David. So what's your normal home system? It's a shame you got bombed out when you went to Shinrata. I've never had that problem. I thought I would. But... well, that's fingers crossed there. Maybe I'm just online when the idiots are off. Ah, right, okay. I don't know where I did my Empire Grind. I do have it. My Empire Grind and Federation Empire Grind were really good spots. Really, really good spots. It was so fast. So Federation one was in... I have to click on it because I've always forgotten. Was in Gangyun. Finishing... in HIP 64706, and my Empire, well, I've got the rank finish, so I suppose I'll know it's next door. So okay, it was in Nagalnin. That was the one, my Empire one. Nagalnin to my Nani. That was another really, really good spot. I ranked up so quickly in those places. Do you know what system that is, David?
Frameshift drive charging.
I mean, I have no use for the Empire now, really, now that I've got access to the ships, or now that I've bought the ships, but I do keep an eye on them. It's interesting you should say that, on the edge of the bubble, because I actually know somebody else who has a spot on the edge of the bubble.
Fuel scooping.
And there was somebody I was talking to once who, his home base was an orbital. No, not an orbital. An orbital? No, what's it called? Well, whatever it was, you know, the little floaty bases. And he's never left his Sidewinder. I was trying to get him, I was telling him he should do his own YouTube channel, because he's never sold his Sidewinder.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, well, you just do what I do, David. So you don't align with them. You just make friends with them like you would in business, you know. Alright, mate, how's it going? Yeah, really nice. Blah, blah, blah. Say what you want when the backs are turned. But I get what you mean. I consider myself independent. I kind of... If I had to choose, I'd be Federation aligned, but... Oi. It's 1 second. One interesting piece of info I learned the other day is that the when you fly past the planets and you see all the lights down below on the planets, they're actually, you can tell if you're in a Federation, Empire or Alliance system just by looking at the lights on the planet. Can't remember which one it was. I think Federation are square, so all the lighted cities are in square shapes. Empire are round, and then Alliance are all like kind of higgledy-piggledy. Yeah, I mean, funnily enough, the only people I haven't really made friends with is the Alliance, and it's not through not wanting to, just there's nothing I've deemed important enough to do with them. Yeah, but you can have a home base and a work base, can you? I've got a ton of work bases. Okay, so for anybody who's just joined the stream, I'm actually done seeing the Braintrees, so if you want to go back in the stream, because it is DVR, you can go back and have a look at them. At the moment, I'm on the way to the California Nebula, if I remember rightly. If your ships are there, that's your home, I think. Unless you plan on taking your ships out one day, which I actually do. Do you know, it's pure laziness on my part. I had all the ships in Desia at one point, ready to get them all engineered. And then I realised I didn't have as many parts as I thought, so I kind of dropped out of engineering and I just engineered the couple of ships that I really wanted to use. And then I sent them all to Shinrata so I could upgrade them all to the highest bits and bobs, but then my money started running low. I'm like, well, it's not low, but it's pretty low, to 415 million, which doesn't look much when you look at my rebuy cost on this ship, but if you saw my rebuy cost on my Anaconda, it's a different kettle of fish. So that's why I like make videos about passenger missions and stuff, because I need those things to top up every now and again. But touch wood, I haven't had to top up in a while. And I see there's a few new people join the stream, so feel free to say hello. Whether you've been before or you haven't, it's always nice to talk to new people. I don't know if... I think David, are you new to the stream, or have you changed your picture? This could be a nice system. Yep, looks it. That's... Oh, so that's a water world, and that's an earth type, I do believe. It's good. Oh no, it's not a water world. Oh, you cheeky. So this must be an earth type. No. Okay, well I'm not stopping here. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I thought it was the first time you'd entered the stream. I'm sure it'll get harder as more people subscribe, but I try to welcome new people. That's kind of... what am I doing here? Hey Alan, see Alan's not new, he's been before. He's not too talkative, but I know he's been in before because I recognise his picture.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
So, this weekend I'm gonna do something like probably go around a few nebula in a group. If I can get a group together. So any viewers who want to join will also be able to join. You can either do it when we're live streaming, or you can drop by the Discord, which is in the notes at the bottom. And then we'll probably find a planet to land on and do some silly SRV games or something. So if anybody's interested in that, drop by the Discord and ask. And I can tell you what you need to kind of be kitted out with. And we're probably going to run a competition or something that day as well. So it could be interesting.
Frameshift drive charging.
Welcome back to the stream, by the way, Alan. Where are you from? David, where are you from as well? Actually, there's a ton here. I don't know where you're from, actually. I don't think I've ever asked Optech, and I don't think I've asked Turgeon either. I know Zoomski's from Manchester. Oh, that was a bit premature.
Frameshift drive
So I might do some hammer jumps here. Okay, well, if you have Discord, you can. It's in the notes below. You can just join the Discord, and I'll be dropping some information in there either tomorrow or Friday. I'll probably be running it pretty much all day. So even if you can't make the whole thing, you can just drop in and jump your way to wherever we're going. So. Not too much, because I'm quite antisocial. No, I have a job where I actually work in the afternoon, so I generally stream into the night.
Frameshift drive charging.
Are Wales playing rugby or something? Or is it football? No, it can't be footy today. I don't think. So I'm not sure what time it is over there, David, but for example, on a weekend I would probably go for another hour or so more than this, so it can make it difficult. I used to play the Division with a guy from Melbourne, I think. Or was it Adelaide? No, it was Melbourne, I think. So I know it can be a little bit tricky. Let's see. Oh, who's been posting that? Ah, Zoomski. Okay. Ah, yeah. Okay. Yep, I've seen it. Okay. So, while you're in the Discord, you can drop by the screenshot page as well, and it just shows a ton of screenshots from various bits and bobs. Some of Nebula ones and whatnot. So it shows you what you're kind of in for. Right, so you might have to get up at 8 or something. Depends what your Saturday night's like. Alan, were you watching the football or the rugby? You've got to understand, I live in Catalonia, so all I hear all day is Barca, Barca, Barca. There's no other sports or anything in this area. Actually, we have the Catalan Dragons in Perpignan in France, but not many people are really interested in them. Right, so that was a 16 planet place. I really want to kind of stop off in some of these places, but I'm just going to try and hammer this. Ah, it's alright, that's a pretty big one, so there's probably nothing here.
Fuel scoop complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, got a binary star here, so just be careful
Fuel scoop.
not to cross the orbital lines too much.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
So there's the destination, just off in the distance a bit there. It's not huge yet, but it's getting there.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
It's a pretty big one, so it's going to take a while to get away from that sun.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, so here's a quick question. What's everybody's favourite ship? And I don't mean what your best ship is, because we, you know, that all depends on engineering, but actually what is your favourite ship to use? At the moment, mine is hands down the Diamondback. It's been with me since the beginning. It doesn't matter what other ship I fly in. I really, really, really like flying in the Imperial ships. They just... I don't care if they handle like a pig. They feel nice. But the Diamondback I just feel really at home in. I don't really have any heart-stopping moments in the Diamondback.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ah, so it is rugby, okay. Well, you can imagine. No, actually, I like American football, unfortunately, but I have liked it since I was a kid. I did play rugby when I was a kid. But yeah, so we have the Catalan Dragons here, but they're not in Catalonia, they're in France, in Perpignan. So is the Python your absolute favourite to fly? Because look at this Diamondback, it just does everything I want it to. I love it. It's so manoeuvrable. And it runs ice cold. Like, it's so difficult to really truly overheat it.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
So, David, which one? You can only pick one. Which one do you prefer? I do actually like the Orca. I bought one the other day. I'd never owned one before, and I bought one the other day, and I can't remember why. I think somebody was telling me something about stripping it down, I think, and using it for short-range exploration. it's actually quite a good ship for short range exploration.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Which part of Wales are you from, Alan? The north or the south? I went to Carmarthen once. It's a nice place. Windy, but a nice place.
Fuel scooping complete.
Right, I think as I get into the 16 jumps, you know what, as I get to, I'm going to do about 3 more jumps and I'm going to put in a few different stars so I can get there a bit faster. I think I have a... No, I don't think I have a cutter actually. I was going to say I thought I had one, I don't. Oh nice, 50 light years, bloody hell. But I haven't actually got... I think I'm grade 3 FSD. Might not even be grade 3, no, I'm grade 3. Grade 3 for sure. Ah, so you're in the middle, okay. You know, we have a thing here where Catalans always say that they're like the Scottish, you know, because the Scottish got to vote for independence. So Catalans always say, oh, I feel very, very close to Scottish people. I'm like, well, actually, you're probably closer to the Welsh.
Frameshift drive charging.
Because you've got your own language and everything like that, which we do here as well. Your own TV stations. It's pretty good that at 50 light years. I wouldn't mind that. Trying to think what I'd be happy with, the highest jump range I'd be happy with. On this one I've got what, 43? Which I like. And that's only grade 3, so God knows what I could get with grade 5. Right, 2 more jumps and I'll cut those suns down, so I might get it down to 8. Our thrusters went down because I would... Bummer. Because I was out of the game when it jumped in. I also think the Orca just actually looks good. It looks good. You know, if you want those kind of... want those selfie photos on a planet. The Diamondback looks a bit shitty. The Asp is nice inside but crappy outside. The Orca just has that kind of bandit look to it. I don't know if I might get involved with that Distant Worlds too. I might have to look at it in the next few days. It's exactly the type of thing I like. That Distant Worlds 2 thing's... well, the Distant Worlds 1 was ridiculous when you read about it. Jesus Christ. But that's what I love about games like this. Any game that pulls in a community. I used to play original Ghost Recon, and we had an amazing community on there. Just absolutely amazing. Still working to this day as well. What was that, 2001? So 17 years later, and there's still people every day working on it. It's unbelievable. Oh. 10 jumps. Okay, that's what I thought I might be able to get it down to. So I have, as long as I have 1 or 2 scoopable planets, it should be doable. Scoopable planets, scoopable stars. Don't know what I called mine. I think I was gonna call it Flipper, and then somebody said no, everybody calls their dolphins Flipper, and I was like, well, yeah, makes sense. So I don't know if I named it after... I know what I named it after. Forgotten the name though, because I haven't used it since I bought it. I named it after the orca which recently was found to be saying hello. In English, I think that nebula from here looks like an alien. If you ask me, so I see an eye to the left, a mouth in the middle, and an eye to the right, and the rest is like a neck. Doesn't look like California at all.
Frameshift drive charging.
52 light years though. I'd love that. Well, that looks more like an alien. You can see its nose. It looks like Donald Trump. It looks like it's got a toupee. I'd love an option to have at least one pure exploration ship that could kind of fast jump, so you could strip it down to its absolute bare bones and do Colonia in a few jumps, but in order to do anything out in that direction you would have to then buy stuff to bulk your ship back up. But they'll never buy into that. That'll never happen. Okay, we're only 8 jumps. I need to jump faster. I am aware of it. I just didn't do it. If you're not smoking, you're not jumping. That's what I used to say. Always does that, you know. It throws an interesting system into my path whenever I decide to start fast jumping. So that's what you want to see, a bit of smoke. I would prefer to have a warning. If you enjoy the music, by the way, it's a good composer, Chris Zabriskie. There is a link to his website in the notes below, as well as a link to the Discord. If you want to join our Discord, it is in its infancy, but I will flesh it out as we go along.
Fuel skipping. Frameshift drive charging.
Come on, let's have the lights. No lights? Okay. Bum bada bum 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 bum.
Frameshift drive charging.
What have we got? We can only have a few jumps. 4 jumps. Okay, 4 jumps. It's just off to the left there. It's looking good from this angle, to be honest. The great thing about these nebula that I think that they've done is they've implemented them in stages, and just as you get to a certain distance they just start looking amazing, and then once you get up close and personal they're outstanding. And you can see this nebula now is just looking so big. It starts to take much more form. If I click my free, you can kind of see the wisps in it and everything now. I've said it before, I've actually got a full list of nebula within the game. I just haven't got round to compiling a list of the ones I really want to visit, because I don't really look at stuff to do with the game online. I tend to look at real things through NASA websites or whatever, and then I'll ask people, okay, can you give me minimal information to get to that point if I can't find it myself. I like a bit of mystery in the game. It all started when one commander actually came into the live stream and told me to, he just gave me a system name and said stop in there, and I'll be honest with you, I wasn't sure if it was a trap, so I kind of dropped in fully being prepared for maybe to be other people shooting at me and whatnot, because I was live streaming, and when I dropped in I was really amazed by what I saw. So I've kind of always been looking for that type of place again. I think that's what makes the game so beautiful at times, although some places are a bit of a letdown. Definitely going through the galactic plane with the stars out of position and then it getting dark in the middle was really, really strange, but it's obviously something they can't fix. Actually, no, Alan. You have to, you'd have to access Discord through your laptop or whatever. You can actually run it from an app as well on your phone or on your tablet. We do actually have a dedicated Xbox players section in there. We've only got there's you and there's somebody else who have so far told me that they're on Xbox. So even if, for example, even if I do something on a Sunday, say a Nebula run, even though you can't come on the same servers as us because you're on Xbox, there may be other Xbox players that are going, so it could be interesting. Okay, so we're here. So we're going to run ourselves into the black a little bit and then have a good look at this nebula. So I'm not too sure what mix is, but you can get it. I've got it on my telephone. I've got it on my tablet. Of course, I have it on PC as well. Okay, so we can slow down. And then once we slow down, I'll drop out. We'll have a nice look at this nebula. Now I advise always dropping out so you can come to a complete halt, because you get better photos that way. And that was a trick I found out on my own. I might be able to get further in than this actually. I might be able to take a couple of extra jumps and get in. I'm just going to get a nice photo from here. Okay, that's nice with the galactic plane in the background. That's a good photo. Okay, so that's a really good one. I'm gonna add that. So yeah, like I say, you have to drop out fully to get a really good photograph, and it'll take a really good one as well, which is always nice. Kind of Cal Nebula. Right, let's see if we can get a little bit closer. Oh, that's good. That looks really good, actually. I wonder what picture that was. That looks really, really good. Okay, so... I'm just going to have a look on the galaxy map, see if we can get in somewhere a little bit more spectacular. Actually, I could go right to the nub, couldn't I have it? I'll try this one first, and then if not, I'm going to jump down here. It's 2 jumper, so could be good. Get there in there a little bit further. The thing with the nebulas is you need to get right into that sweet spot for the good pictures, where it really like kind of fills the screen. Like I say, the difference between taking a picture in hypercruise and out of hypercruise is huge. Huge. You wouldn't believe it. Just to come to a complete stop. So there you can see now it's getting much bigger. It actually looks really nice from here. Look at that. It's not filling up the whole screen, but it's not far off. And what we want to do is push away from the sun so we can see it better. We haven't got that light pollution. So you can just see, even in one jump, how much bigger it's looking, how much more menacing it's looking. And then once you're about, I don't know how long it normally takes, I think 500 light seconds to 1,000. Generally it starts, the light pollution starts becoming really good. Okay, there we go. So again, I'm trying to get a shot of it against the galactic plane. I'll try and cut a little bit out of it out, but not too much. I want to kind of get this thing as though it's kind of, I want to get a shot where it looks as though it's almost grabbing for the galactic plane. It's like it's going to take over the galactic plane or something. Nebula 2. As I say, as I take these pictures, I do upload them directly to the Discord, and that's just, you can use them as backgrounds on your desktop. I use them as splash screens sometimes for my videos and whatnot. Hey Tangent, how's it going? It's going alright. So, right, so, I'm gonna do this one more jump, I think. Yep, one more jump. I should be right on the edge of the California Nebula then, so it might be too big at this distance. But, we'll check it out and see how it is. Got to close my throttle there. Okie doke. While we're flying through there, I'll make sure it's not a decent system, which it's absolutely not. Full of rocks, but that's okay. Oh, I hadn't scanned it, that's why. Gas giants everywhere. Oh, no problem. I'm gonna try and go about 500,000 light seconds and then wow, you can, I mean, look at that. Jeez Louise, it's huge. Absolutely massive. It's not the biggest nebula I've been around, but there's actually a smaller nebula. If you just look down there, pretty much in the center of my screen, there's a smaller nebula within the nebula, so I don't know if that's reachable. Could be interesting for a mix of colours. I know the orbit lines are wrecking it at the moment, but once I come to a stop they won't. So it was 7,800, so I'll bring it to a slow so I can get my shot. now you can see kind of that shot I was wanting to go for, where it's grabbing for the nebula, for the galactic plane. Just you can't get it. If you zoom out, maybe, but I don't know. It doesn't look as aggressive as it did before. So I just don't think the pictures. Wow, actually, that's nice. What? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 nebula in one picture. Okay, I'm gonna grab that one. I'm gonna grab that one, and then I'll grab one of the nebula in a hole on hole. So we'll go there. That's Cal Nebula 2. Cal Nebula 3. As I say, all of these appear on the Discord like seconds after I take them. So if you want to see them on the Discord and grab them for backgrounds or whatever. Feel free to do it. But that second one I took, I think, is the best of the best. Right, let's see if we can get one now of the whole nebula. I don't like including the ship. What have you been up to, Tangent? I'll have a look at that nebula there. I want to get into that nebula. Wait, not that one, that one. Are you working or? Paste. So we're going to roll nebula 4. Again. Okie doke. I'm quite happy with that. I'm glad I came now. I didn't really want to really make my way out here. I'm just going to check that one nebula. To see if it's visible in game or if it's no, it's not actually there, is it? That's a shame. No, and it's not a background nebula, so I wonder what that is. A bit strange. Well, at least tomorrow, I think I can go back via the Pleiades with all messed up stations, which are not going to be fixable. Oh, well, they will. Once the Thargoids are gone, they'll be fixable. I'd really like to know why the Thargoids dropped. If you see that, they had kind of constant raising line, then suddenly dropped. I don't know why that is. It'll be interesting. They're heading for somewhere, and we'll find out soon for sure. Oh, it doesn't fail to amaze me every single time. Roostrum, I honestly look forward to going to nebulas. I don't get bored of it. And to think that I've probably only been to the ones around the bubble, really. I'd really like to find out what's up here in Sajay and past Sajay up to Beagle Point, you know. I just think it'd be really good seeing some of those different places, different nebulas as you go out. I find the Seagull Nebula. I didn't know about that one. That might be worth a visit tomorrow. Might go to the Seagull Nebula tomorrow, folks. Don't know what that one is. Jellyfish Nebula. So we got. I might actually tomorrow. Oh god, I shouldn't have looked at this. Tomorrow I might do a route like around these, or I might leave that for the Sunday one. We could come in through the elephant's trunk, go around the back, and do a big circle over Sunday. That might be interesting. That might be very interesting. Okay, so people, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end the stream there because it's pretty late here, and I've got work in the morning. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to bid you goodbye, and have a good night, a good afternoon, good evening, whichever one it is for you. And I will see you probably tomorrow. Okay, see you later.